Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tiffany Benson, one part of Team Benson, and today we are garden planning for the fall and for the rest of the monsoon. So guys, right now is a great time in the garden because we can put in some seeds and we can start some stuff indoors. Because what we want to start doing is planning out where we're going to be putting stuff for the fall. So what's going to be continuing to grow during the rest of the summer, and then what we can put in and what we're going to be taking out for the fall. So my garden planning always starts in my garden, and I'm gonna see what empty spaces I have so that then when I go inside and look at seeds, I can decide where I want to put what. Also, don't forget we are doing our 10K giveaway, so make sure you subscribe to our channel and then also go over to IG and follow Mighty Crop, because that will enter you into the giveaway, and all you have to do is comment on a video, and for every video that you comment on, that is an entry for you. So make sure you guys do that. Go ahead and subscribe, like the channel, do all those different things. But let's start looking at empty spaces. Okay, so I know I want a full garden this fall. So this space right here, I think I'm going to use that for bush beans. Which means I'm going to keep it empty until maybe this loofah starts to grow. Technically, I'm going to be able to plant bush beans next month. So if this loofah can really give me some growth, then I can really have that space for some bush beans. Now this cucumber, I always put my snow peas right here. So this one is going to be, I'm gonna let the cucumber keep going and see if it produces anything or does anything while I wait for the time to plant my snow peas. Now all of this is gonna be too early to do anything with. I will have this spot in my garden full for a while, which is fine because all of the broccolis will go here. The corn, the same thing. I'm not sure what I want to plant there, but I do know that I'll probably be able to harvest that in a month or two, so I should start figuring out what I want to put there. All this stuff is staying. My squash, I need to plant in another squash, so I think I'm going to start 2 more of these, so that then once the end of this monsoon season hits, then I'm going to plant 2 more right there, and then that will give me squash for the fall. Also right here, I want to start putting in my rattlesnake pole beans. Now there are regular green beans, and then there are also like cowpeas. And cowpeas do well here in Arizona during the hot summer. Rattlesnake pole beans go within that category of cowpeas. Now you can let them dry, and like you would do like a black eyed pea, which is like another cowpea. So you can let them dry and do that, or you can pick them young and use them as a green bean. So that is going to be my plan, is to use them as a green bean. So down here, I'm thinking of putting some black eyed peas, I think, because this is another empty spot. And I think that I'm going to use this trellis for Kentucky Wonders, is what I was really thinking. So I think I'm just going to let the cantaloupe finish doing what it's going to do. As you guys can see, it's already starting to tan up and get some of its cantaloupe marks. And then I'm just going to probably redo this, because if you guys haven't noticed, I have duct tape on the side of that one because I cracked the pot. So this little contraption, especially these pots, are pretty old, so I'm probably going to redo those and then put something in there, or put the California Wonders in there with bush beans on the sides once it gets cooler. Now over here in these pots, these are empty too. I'm not sure what I want to put in it, but those ones I've just been letting the worms compost all of the tomato roots. Now some parts of my garden I do have to let sit so that I can let things compost. But I really do want to grow a lot more okra, and I feel like I can put some in some certain places. So we'll see. Now the other thing is here, guys, I think I can do another midget cantaloupe. My plan was an acorn squash here, but that never panned out. So I think that I can put in another midget cantaloupe right here and let it kind of just take over this trellis, and then hopefully I can get some more midget cantaloupe. Now the last thing is this area. I want to start some more basil. It might be a little late for basil, but we're gonna see what happens. If I can find some basil starts, then I'm going to put in basil starts, but if not, I'm gonna start some on my own. These pots right here, I plan on putting the okra starts that I have in the other bed. I'm gonna put those right in there. This one I'm saving for carrots, and this big bed I have been letting rest, but I think I'm gonna plop in this cantaloupe that I got in there. Alright guys, so now let's go inside and see what all different types of seeds I have that I can start. I made it inside just in time because it got hot. It's 113 today, but good news is that we are going to start cooling down. I'm so excited. We're only gonna cool down to like 103, but there's chances that we're gonna get rain. So this whole monsoon business might actually happen. Now I have my grow guide and I have my grow kit that I'm going to use, and then I also have a new seed haul, and I have my huge seed organizer down there that I'm going to show you guys which seeds that I'm using. But first, I just got my Grove order, so I wanted to show you guys what I got in there. And I'm not like an affiliate of Grove, but I do have a link that if you click on it and you order something, you will get your own Grove like starter kit. So it'll have like your 3 basic cleaners in there and like a little caddy, and I think it's like a sponge or like a scrubber or something like that, and you'll get that for free. So it's pretty nice because they're full size stuff too as well. So if you guys are looking for cleaning stuff, they deliver to your house and you can order from there. So I am trying to get a lot of the reusable bags. I want to build my collection on reusable bags because I freeze a lot of stuff and I pull stuff out of my garden and I keep things in reusable bags in the refrigerator. So instead of having them be like a one-use thing, I want to get a bunch of these because they are really nice to have and really convenient. I also got some more of the cleaner, and it's just the little bottles. The nice part about these guys is that you just add water to them. So you put it in your bottle and then you just add water. And then they had a cell on the bottles. Put that down there. So I got one of the cleaner bottles, and this one is going to be for my bathroom that I'm pretty excited about. And they're glass bottles too, so they will be with you for a while. They also have the 7th generation toilet cleaner, and this one was the free item that I got. It is a mint scented hand soap, so I'm excited about that because I like the lavender one. I have the lavender dish soap, so I just got, and then I got some scrubbing pads. These ones are made with coconuts, so it's a coconut scrubber pad, which is pretty nice. And then I got a daily shower cleaner and a daily tub cleaner. So that's just my little Grove order haul. Okay, so now back to what we're going to be planting and putting in our gardens. So I'm looking at a growing guide that I get online, which it's linked down below. I'm looking to see what we have, and this one is for zone 9B. So I'm going to put up a little slide of what all you can start growing right now and plan to start growing for July 1st. Alright guys, now for my little seed haul, which I'm kind of excited about. I found some carrot seeds. Now these are like a rainbow carrot. Now what I was looking at is that these germinate ideally between 60 to 85 degrees. And what I'm thinking, because so these ones I got at Whole Foods, and then my Baker Creek order, I also got these carrots, which I think are just insanely beautiful. So they're the black nubila. Yeah, nubila. And these ones germinate at anywhere between 50 to 75 degrees. So these ones might have to wait a little bit. But these ones, I think I can put these out and maybe put them in an area that's underneath a lot of shade cloth, and maybe like underneath like the umbrella or something, because that does decrease the temperature. Or I can stick them like maybe like underneath something, like maybe underneath like the, I don't know, like the okra. You guys let me know what you think. Tell me if you think that that's possible. So I also got some black cherry tomatoes. Now you guys are probably gonna ask why on God's green earth I had to order black cherry tomato seeds after I grew like 10 pounds of black cherry tomatoes. And it's because I did not save a single seed. Actually, I did save some seeds of one that bursted while I was eating it, but I'm not sure if it's the black cherry or if it was the big beef. I couldn't remember which one I was eating, and I just had these seeds drying on a paper towel, and then I was like, okay, no, because I need to 100% make sure that I am growing these again, because they did phenomenal in my garden. And then I got this one right here. It's an amaranth, and it's the Chinese multicolored spinach. Now look at how beautiful that is, guys. Now this one is supposed to be where its ideal temperatures are 65 to 90 degrees. I'll give you 90 degrees because we've got that. So I'm thinking that I could probably even start this early and get this like in the garden somewhere where it's kind of tucked away, where it can still get those high temperatures and it may not die. So we're gonna try it out. Ideally, this will be perfect for where I have my Dollar Tree containers by the tree, like for later on, but maybe I'll get it started somewhere else and then transplant them there. So we'll see. And then every time you order from Baker Creek, they also give you a free seed, and this is the free seed that they gave me. And these greens, I can't even freaking pronounce that. I'm gonna put that right here. But their ideal temperatures are 60 to 80 degrees. So I think that this is gonna be a good one for the winter, but then also for the spring, going later into the summer, like the beginning part of the summer. So when I plant my Swiss chard and my kale, I'm gonna put this in there too as well. I don't know what these taste like because I've never grown them, so these will be my wild card for the year or for the next growing season. Now the next thing I had to order, which I could not find anywhere, guys, were the pole beans, the rattlesnake ones. Now these ones were sold out on every website, but I did find them on Amazon that were non-GMO. So I'm going to go ahead and plant these, and hopefully they come around like the whole like idea I had with them growing as a green bean instead of using it as a cowpea, because rattlesnake beans are a cowpea. So the other thing is a melon that I saved the seeds from. Now Arizona at our Sprouts are doing this thing where they're having like a local section, and they had this melon, and it's called a Juan Cannery melon. I'll put the name right here, but it was so good, guys. Like, it was so delicious. So I saved some of the seeds out of it, and I'm gonna plant it. I don't know what it's gonna turn out like. I don't know if it's like a hybrid. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's gonna happen, but the way I see it is that big bed that I'm supposed to let rest, it can kind of be resting while I put a seed in there that may or may not grow right. Who knows? So I think it might be worth a try just to kind of see what happens. Now for the other things that I'm going to be planting, I am going to plant some basil. I have all types of basil. I'm just going to plant some seeds just kind of out in the garden and kind of see if maybe it'll pop up or see what happens. And then also I have some okra that one of my friends sent me. I'm not sure what type it is, but I think it'll be like a fun surprise. I'll have 4 empty pots because I'm gonna pull the squash out that's on the patio too as well. So I'm gonna plant just some okra in there. And then my midget cantaloupe, I'm going to plant that in that spot where the basil is. My camera died. But the other thing I got were these things. Now this, I like the Jiffy Pea pots. This is something that I grow in because it makes it so much easier to grow in my little space because it's like a little greenhouse. But it has been hard to find the large peat pots. And these veggies might be growing for a little bit and sitting for a little bit, so I want to have them in a larger peat pot. So I had to go onto Amazon and I found these. I will link these ones down below, so if you guys are wanting the same ones, then you can be able to get them there. But the plan is for me to grow all of my herbs. Normally I'm like trying to find herbs at like the last minute that are already grown out a little bit, because I want to be able to use them for all of the holidays coming up. And so this time I thought I pulled out my herb seed container and I am going to get them started early, so that then when I transplant them, I'm transplanting them at a usable size, meaning they're already a large enough size that I can cut from. So I put them in bigger peat pots, and that's going to be the game plan for that. Now, my rosemary and stuff like that, my rosemary and my sage are already out there, so this will be mainly for like getting some dill started, maybe getting some lots of thyme. I need a ton of thyme to get started, and then also we have some coriander or cilantro, and then some parsley. My parsley, I need a ton of parsley too as well. So that's going to be what's going to be going in there, as well as some beans. I want to plant some beans just out in there, like my rattlesnake beans, but I also want to put a couple of beans inside just so that I know that I can germinate them quickly and then stick them out there, just to kind of add to if they don't germinate well out there, because I don't know what the weather's going to be like, and there's like heat waves and craziness, and then I also don't know how much of a monsoon we're getting, so I don't want them to like flood out. So that's what I got going. That is what I'm going to be doing with my garden for all my garden planning for the fall. I hope you guys are planning your gardens. Let me know down in the comments what you guys are going to be starting and what you're looking forward to growing in the fall. And until next time, grow yourselves a garden, because even a small space can provide you with tons of food. Bye guys.